Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, first opened back in 2017. There's a look at the gleaming new Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Godden along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they interplay. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that told me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
It'll be Warner on first down. Over the middle, the tight end Shaheen with it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Set! 3-19!
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment, defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting a quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
To throw on 2nd down. Warner over the middle, complete. That's Vaughn. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Check four. Set. Green 39.
Out of the gun, here's Warner. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hartman. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, boys, we got four down. Set. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
And Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions. He introduced himself with authority on that play.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Tight end right. All right, here we go.
Warner from the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now they try the right side here. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. Warner throwing right, and that's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Green 39.
And they'll go with a run attack here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. But look now at the defensive starters for the Saints. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
All right, here we go. Blue landing.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Set. Blue landing. Blue landing.
On 3rd down, Warner. That's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get over.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a handoff looking right. Running right through it. And some room to run now. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. Hurry up. Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. 36. 36.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit.
He'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got a first and goal just inside the 5. Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. 7-all is the score. We're back to Atlanta in just a moment. This is the NFL, and you're watching EA Sports. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now let's go. 3-19.
On 1st and 10, rolling. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll drop the throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Gets around him. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Four down. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is indeed good. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Set. 319. 319.
Throwing on first down. Warner over the middle, complete. That's Blair. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Coming up at half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Here we go now. 319.
On 2nd down, Warner. And he goes out right around the 39. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 1st and 10, Warner. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. To throw on 2nd down. Warner looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
On 1st down, Warner. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Throwing again. Warner. Being chased out left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
To throw on 3rd down. Warner. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Warner. And he's caught at the 10-yard line. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards victory.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. To throw on 2nd down. Warner. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons are in for 6.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 2. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
4 down, 4 down. Set! 3-19! 3-19!
And they'll run it here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check right. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. Some of the best games of the weekend come in that 1 o'clock Eastern window, one of which features the Panthers at home in Carolina, as they'll have to contend with the San Francisco 49ers. Out on the West Coast, more good stuff in the late afternoon, as we'll be watching the one down in Carson, where it'll be the Chargers taking on the New York Giants. And finally, a good one scheduled for Sunday Night Football between the Washington Redskins and the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Watch him now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 18. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And they'll go on the ground. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse. and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Looking to throw on second down. Warner looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Blair. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Now let's go.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Most players will tell you that night games, while they can be fun, they're really hard to prepare for because you wake up on game day and all you want to do is get to the stadium and let's get going. But you got to bank that fire a little bit and hold it until the evening. It's almost like a Broadway premiere. Got to wait until the nighttime to go out there in front of the bright lights. And boy, has he harnessed himself really well, and now he's unleashing it on the opponents.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. For right side here, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
3 down. All right, here we go. Blue 90.
It's a quarterback sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Hurry up, here we go. 319.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Gone!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Tight ends right. Tight ends right. Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Set! Green 39!
They'll look to throw here. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Throwing on first down. Warner. And just shedding him off there. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. but the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. This quarterback now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's first down. A play fake. Now Warner. Going right side here, and that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. 3-19.
On first and 10, Warner able to find Shaheen here. And he'll get up near the 45. He'll spot it at the 44. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Second down, here's an option right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, here we go.
Operating from the gun, Warner. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Now let's go.
From the gun, Warner looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Adam Shaheen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Zerline now for the PAT. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. That time a 6-play drive, and the Falcons score to cap it off. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, nice move.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at
Automatic
all.
first
Now
down.
your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Set! Blue 90!
They'll set up a throw. Dancing, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the
Personal
flags.
foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Leopard! Leopard! Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Gone! 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 Hut!
Back to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tack McKinley. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
3 down, 3 down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter, you're going. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
That's fielded in the end zone, and no run back. Back here, this will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Hey, you got four. You got four down.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Let's go. 3-19.
On third down, Warner. And he's taken down here by the Saints. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun!
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Flush to his right. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And they'll run it here. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
No, check, Patriot!
And now he'll tuck it and run. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Saints on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4.
You got three down. Alert three.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They didn't need a big play there. They just needed a conversion, but I'm really downplaying it, aren't I? Getting a conversion, picking up a first down, not easy in any aspect. How about that one right there?
Yeah, with the dive, knew where the line to gain was, went soaring past it.
Yeah, that's doing it by any means necessary.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
Stand up in.
They'll go with the keeper, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. It's their quarterback in the final minute, and the Saints can take the lead if they can hit the extra point. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
Now the try here for the point after. A very important extra point there, up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Back to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
Love the effort, love the dramatics, getting the feet down. How about a little step shuffle along the sideline there, almost like a great ballet dancer or a tap dancer. All for no gain, though?
I was going to say, it's so pretty, and it gets you nothing.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, Italian Shaheen with it. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As he'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The Falcons on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. He's back to throw. But he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hot.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
3 down. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for New Orleans, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Panthers next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Oh.